What's going on, my Chuckadelphians? How you doing? This is Chuck coming to you live from the bridge to Chuckadelphia. Ever feel stuck in a rut? As if you were swimming in quicksand? I have too, 240 pounds ago. I was drowning in soda, swimming in junk food as if I were Scrooge McDuck, swimming around in his treasure, wallowing in shame and ignoring everybody asking me to change, demanding that I change. I knew we had to, but I didn't. Why? Fear? Shame? Self-doubt? Sound familiar? Have you been in that spot? Are you there right now? You know you have to change? Today we're taking a deep dive into potentially what's holding you back. With my 240-pound story and Dr. Fortino's wisdom, and perhaps a friend or two. Ready to break free and take that first step? Why don't you drop a carpediem into that comment section and let me know that you're here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and let's seize this day together. Join my 379 member crew. Let's seize this day together. Okay? Come along with me to Chuckadelphia. Let's go.
What's good, Chuckadelphians and the Fortino family? What's going on? Steve here, and I'm just here to share a little bit about my history with Chuck. I met Chuck several years back, and he was actually my former boss at Fulbright, and I had the privilege of working with him. And back then, Chuck didn't live what we would call a healthy life. He didn't live a healthy lifestyle. He was pretty static. I know that he was going through a lot because he had recently broken up with his now ex-girlfriend, and I know that that was really hard on him. He took that really, really bad, and I think that it impacted his emotions and his feelings, and Chuck kind of shut down emotionally, and you know, he spent most of his time working. I mean, Chuck's a powerhouse. He's a total madman when it comes to working. So I watched Chuck's health decline over time, and he became a little bit heavier, and you know, I remember seeing him struggle with this.
It's wicked, 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 whack.
Back in my darkest days, I was stuck, worse than traffic on the Schuylkill Expressway. People said, Chuck, lose weight, man. Get healthy. But I froze. Why? Well, let's break it down. I had a bit of a fear of failure. I was scared I'd try and flop again. So I told myself, why even bother? Doubt. Self-doubt, I guess. I didn't believe I could do it. But then Dr. Fortino told me mindset's half the battle. Perhaps it was my comfort zone. Staying stuck at home felt a lot safer than facing the stress out there. The world can be a beast sometimes, you know? Especially for those of us that are tipping the scales pretty heavily. I had shame. I hid at home. I was embarrassed about my weight and suffering from my breakup. I didn't want to go out there and see the world or have the world see me. The 2024 Journal of Health Psychology says shame blocks 45% of us from attempting health changes. I avoided public spaces, fearing mockery or breaking gym benches. I was big, man. You ever felt this way though? You're not alone. In fact, did you know that J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times, almost quit Harry Potter from shame and doubt? That's true. But like Rowling, I pushed through. As proof that you can too. We can all do this together, man. These barriers crushed my health before my 240-pound turnaround. And here's how they may sabotage you. Fear freezes your diet or gym plans. A 2023 obesity review study says fear of failure delays weight loss for 50% of folks. And doubt kills motivation. I doubted I'd lift weights, and now I'm stronger than ever. Shame. It fuels emotional eating. I binged to hide my pain, gaining more and more by the day, really making everybody around me scared for my health.
There were several times that I saw Chuck try to, change course, but it was an uphill struggle.
At the end of the day, I was worrying everybody around me. I didn't really want to do that. And when you get into a comfort zone, it locks you into bad habits, like my soda addiction. A 2023 health psychology study says 40% stick to bad habits for safety. My breakup left me depressed, unwilling to do anything. I fell into overworking, overeating, ashamed of my size, doubting I'd change. But I did, 240 pounds down. You can too, Chuckadelphians. Ready to break these chains? Want to bust through fear, doubt, and shame? Here's what worked for me, and also some of Dr. Fortino's pro tips.
It's wiggin' whack.
Start tiny. Cut soda gradually. Try water with lemon, coconut, or lime ginger. Not ready for the gym? Walk around the block. Increase a little bit every few days. And soon, you'll be running like crazy, and you'll be ready for that next marathon. Find healthy foods and make them fun. And find fun activities you love.
Nobody needs to be in the gym more than an hour. That's at that level, at the beginning level. That's way too advanced.
Yeah.
And I don't think it creates motivation. I think it actually helps people feel like they're not doing enough. Why should I do it? And they get discouraged.
Okay.
I think if you create small goals, achieving small goals builds a better outlook for the future.
Okay. All right, cool. You'll believe in yourself and try more. In fact, a 2022 behavioral science study says micro habits build confidence. You can do that too. Reframe failure. Remember, failure is a lesson. I failed diets, but I learned. I learned what I liked and disliked. I learned what would work for me and what would. Practice self-compassion. Be your #1 fan. Adopt a growth mindset. Remember that setbacks aren't your worth. Your day 1 struggles lead to your day 100 successes. Own your story. Share your story to heal that shame. My breakup videos have freed me. This recovery started in my ESL classes, growing while walking, swimming, or with lifting. They keep me from rummaging through the fridge and relapsing to my March 13th, 2023's lows. I hope my story connects and maybe brings a few chuckles to you. Find your crew. Surround yourself with winners, not whining willies. My Chuckadelphians, add guys at the gym or a gas station near me, fuel me. Connect with adders and multipliers, because at the end of the day, loneliness can hurt even more than smoking. Visualize success. To crush doubt, picture your goal. At 551 pounds, I just wanted to be healthier. After losing that first 30 pounds, I saw myself 240 pounds lighter, and it happened. Mental rehearsal builds confidence to do anything. So what's holding you back? What's your first step going to be? Drop it in the comments section, peeps. Let's tackle it together. And so, my fellow Chuckadelphians, fear, doubt, and shame don't own you. Neither does an X. You've got the power to change, like I did, being 240 pounds down.
Seeing where Chuck is now is mind-blowing. He has completely turned this thing around. 240 pounds, 238 pounds have been lost. That's what I weigh. I weigh 230 pounds. Chuck has lost a steed.
If I can do it, you absolutely can do it too. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So put on your shoes and socks and take that first step with me. And join our 379 strong weight loss journey crew here on Chuckadelphia. Ring that bell and help me get 20 likes on this video. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Help me get up to 400 subscribers before Christmas. Hopefully before the end of the month. Right? Share your first step in the comments. I read them all and I do my best to respond to them. Right? Chuckadelphia strong. And I'll see you in the next episode of Talkin' Fit. Right here in Chuckadelphia. Full steam ahead. Carpediem, my friends. Ciao, ciao.
I love all you people out there. Keep following Chuck. Let's keep motivating each other. Follow Dr. Fortino. Let's get it.
What you like to do is the most important exercise to do. If you love doing it, don't do it. It could be boxing, karate, whatever it is. You start to build consistency. And that's important because once you're consistent, you start to build better levels of